guys, what is up? What it do? Thank you for watching all of my videos. I'm Stephanie, in case you did not know. And so in today's video, we have another hair video today. The hair that we're going to be working with is from Queenlike hair. They are an AliExpress vendor. We got a 6x6 closure. I thought it was a 5x5, but I was mistaken. So it's a 6x6 closure. This is what it looks like. It's transparent lace. This thing is a freaking huge, like huge. It already comes with the baby hair, like most closures already do. What we're gonna do now is go ahead and just make this a little bit more lifelike. So we're gonna go ahead and bleach the knots. What you want to do, I use blue bleach, as you can see, and I mix it with 30 volume developer, and I go ahead and mix that consistency up until it's about a paste-like consistency. You want to make sure that the spoon is able to stand up in it. That's how you know that it is the perfect mixture. And we're going to go ahead and just rub this. I like to use a spoon rather than a brush or an applicator brush, just because the spoon is more flat. So it gives me, one, more control over where I'm putting the product, so I don't actually pick up a lot of product, and two, it makes sure that it doesn't actually penetrate through the lace to actually get on the hair, and then it's only sticking on the lace so we can get the knots, and the knots only bleached. Now there is like a big debate on whether or not to bleach the entire frontal or closure, or to just only bleach the front. I'm gonna always and forever and always bleach the whole entire thing, just because I like to have as much versatility as I possibly can, and I like to also make sure that it looks realistic in all of that versatility. So no matter where I part this wig, because it's 6x6, so you have a good deep parting space, it will, still look lifelike, like how it looks now. I did wash it with the purple shampoo, and I did let that purple shampoo sit on there for a good little minute, basically to act as a toner. And so this is what it looks like now. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the wig making process. So I am using a beige cap. I wish I would have actually used a black cap for this, just because where on one side of the lace, I cut it actually too low. So it doesn't actually, there's like a little peekaboo of this beige cap. If it would have been a black cap, you literally would not be able to tell. But we have this. I made it do what it do. I cut off a little piece of the actual cap, and I added some makeup and stuff like that. So I made it do what it do. It's not noticeable anymore. Of course, I can notice it because we are our biggest critics, but yeah. Sorry, I'm eating ice cream. So what we want to start off with is the actual closure part itself. Because of the 6x6 closure, I'm going to just put this directly in the middle. And as you saw right before this clip, I did align the lace to where the hairline does not start at the actual cap. Same thing we do with a closure. Excuse me, same thing we do with a wig. This is a wig, stupid. Same thing we did with a frontal. This allows us to actually hide the tracks, because in the beginning we do go closure to closure, and make a ginormous U. So this allows us to hide the actual the tracks that we're sewing on right now, and then also it allows for more just a more natural look. For all my new subscribers, this is not my cat in the background. It's my cat, but it's not my cat. This is like a little, I guess, shelter cat. He's like my foster baby that we've been taking care of. And that red thing that you see is like a gash on his face. That's how we found him. We were told that he was hit by a car, and we basically nursed him back to health. It's honestly, if you look at his face now, you can barely see it. It's like if you go back to previous videos, you can actually see how big it was. Like, it took over literally half his face. You couldn't even see one eye. The eye that where it's red at, but it gets red like that because when he cleans his face, he won't let us actually clip his nails. I've been trying for a good minute, y'all, but he won't let me clip his nails. So sometimes when he cleans himself, he'll scratch the scab, and it'll just start bleeding. So I'm not like abusing animals out here, y'all. This is I'm actually playing Dr. Doolittle out here and nursing them back to health. But anyway, back to the hair video at hand. What you want to do now is just go ahead and just sew this closure down. I tend to make like a three prong knot every like 5 stitches, every 5 stitch, I guess you would say. And same thing for when I make my frontal wigs. I do go through the weft at the beginning and at the end of every track. And I do go through the frontal. So what you want to do, there are 3 bundles in this wig. The first 2 I did double the tracks. So what that means, y'all, I'm struggling. I always do this. I tend to make my needle, the thread, too long, and I end up struggling in the beginning. But anyway, that's not the moral of the story. So what you want to do is just make sure that you are going through the weft at the very beginning of it, just for security, and then you also want to go through the actual closure just to make sure that everything just stays neat, tight, and together. And then we're going to go ahead and just, after that, we do not go through the weft. We go around the weft to combine them together. And every couple of ones, you'll see me make a knot where I'm wrapping around the needle. If you want an up close and personal view of that, if you go back to a previous video of me making my purple wig, the Nicki Minaj inspired wig, that one actually show a detailed close-up video shot of like how I actually make my knots when I'm threading. But anywho, I do not actually cut my wefts. The only time I cut my weft is on the very last track where it's literally connecting to the actual closure of the frontal. Everything else I did the flip over method. Here we go. Right now I'm showing you how I do the flip over method. So I flip it over and then I go through the actual closure, and I just make a knot as tight as possible and as flat as possible, so that way when you are wearing the wig, it doesn't actually look like bulky or whatever. But that's like the hardest thing that people do tend to worry about is when they're doing the flip over method, is making sure that it does look as as neat as possible, and then 2, it does not look bulky. And I just haven't, luckily for me, I haven't had a struggle with that. So thank God for Jesus, and making history, baby Jesus. So anywho, once you get to the 3rd track, the 3rd bundle, what I like to do now is actually go side by side. You should have this amount of much space left. I don't put a lot of space in between like my folds, but I also don't put them too close together. The only time you ever put them too close together is if you want like a really like 200% density wig where it's like 5, 6, 7, 8 bundles. Normally you will use it with longer hair. This is an 18-inch. This is 18 inches with a 16-inch frontal. This is made for an everyday wig. I wear this when I do my clinical hours at the local high school that I go to. And this is really just an everyday wig just to throw on and all that good stuff. So I didn't want too bulky or anything like that. So yeah, this is what I show you when I'm talking about the very last track that I cut. Everything about this track is going into the closure. So not just the ends of the actual track, but the entire track itself is going and being sewn into the actual closure. And this is what allows it to have that seamless flow to where nothing is showing. We're going to go ahead and just cut the excess cap off that's in the middle of the wig, like where the actual lace is. And then now we're going to go ahead and go into the threading process. As you can see, this is not a pre-threaded cap closure. They just have the baby hair for you. And I am just plucking for the gourds. A lot of people say, oh, don't pluck, in the front. I do pluck in the front, and then I make my parts and keep going back. But you never want to say there's really honestly and truly, I don't care what nobody says, there's really no way to teach how to pluck. The only recommendations that I make is that to never pluck in the same place like it like like having your hand, like my hand is constantly moving. Never pluck in the same place like for a long period of time. You pluck and you keep going, pluck, 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 keep going. Like how you, even though this is like sped up, but how you see my hand just constantly moving, you always want to do that. You never want to, even though you're working in one section, you never want to stay in one particular spot longer than like a millisecond. You always want to just be constantly moving, because that's how you get bald spots. If you just stay in one spot. So just keep moving your hand and you'll be good. And it's really on your preference. And you really want to mimic your own hairline, which is the point of wigs, is to make it look as realistic as possible, but with giving your real hair a break. So just mimic your hair or a hairline of a person that you truly like. And that's really just going to determine like how much you want to pluck. Some people have thicker hairlines than others. Me, I do not. I don't have thick hair in general. So I just make sure that it looks, as natural as possible. So this comb is pretty cool. It has the blades where you can actually shear out the hair, but it also has a comb on the other side. Be careful, when you're using this. But yeah, so this is me. This is just a styling process. Now I'm just showing you how I was able to style the hair. I had like the curve part is like the new thing now. So I did curve it. I did do some baby hair, which is why my hair is wrapped up now. Did not know that my camera died in the process of me doing. I thought it was recording the whole time, but it was not. So sorry. So this is the baby. This is like the baby hair and all that good stuff. I messed up the baby hair when I took the scarf off, which was being too rough. But as you can see, I just fixed it. Now I'm trying to put some curls in it. Like I said, this is an everyday wig. This is the natural curl patterns. Like I said, this hair is from Queenlike hair. They are an AliExpress company. This hair is honestly so soft. Like I was honestly shooketh about like how like soft it feels. Like I haven't done much to it. It holds a curl so well. Like these curls that I put in here, they're still in here. Like to this day, they're still in there. And I just honestly love it. I love everything about this wig. I legit wear this wig all the freaking time. It's different than my blonde wig, the Beyonce wig. I wear this wig literally all the time. It's so lightweight. That's one thing I love about closures. Is they're so low maintenance, but they look high maintenance. So that's why people are so apprehensive about them. But they're so low maintenance. And with that just allows you just to plop it on, put a wig cap on, pop it on, and you're good to go. There's no ball cap method that's in like that's with this process. You don't have to do that. You can just literally just throw like a regular wig cap on, plop this bad boy on, and you done, son. Like you done, and you look mad cute. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why not? And the beauty about this, the bigger closures, like the 6x6, the 5x5s, anything bigger than a 4x4 closure, they're like basically half a frontal, so you get the versatility of like how I'm able to do this long A-word part and like its curves and stuff like that. You're able to do that and have it look like a frontal, or look like like you've gone with the wind, fabulous type of thing. But then also because it is black, you can have your own baby hair out to give a more realistic hair. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it just works out. It works out. And then it's like a perfect. 18 inches is like the perfect like everyday length. It's like basically like bra strap length hair. So I love it. Love it. I don't actually have a like outro of me being all cute or whatever wearing it. For this wig, I'm so sorry. I did a makeup look with it and it looked trash. Sorry, it looked trash. So I didn't like it. I wasn't gonna do myself like that. So all you're gonna see is the wig. The next video that I come out with will be about the box that you see him on, which is this clothes, this Fashion Nova clothes. I'm actually editing that video now. I didn't actually record myself in all the outfits, so I have to do some more shots. And then I'll have that video out, and then I'll wear but the next makeup look I'll wear this wig so you can see how it looks. But after that, this styling process, play with the bang a little bit. You want to make sure that you cut it right, put some little layers in it so that way the actual hair sits right. The next video I do is going to be a baby blue wig. I'll show you how I layer my hair and stuff like that in that video. But this is it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video and for rocking with me. I hope you guys truly enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye, guys. Mwah.